Bro, I've been thinking about this for a while. Why do Manchester United players keep dropping like flies? It's like every week someone's got a muscle problem, a knock, or they're limping off after 20 minutes. And don't lie, you've noticed it too. So keep watching, because I've got some proper inside stuff to break down. And there's even one theory about these injuries that low-key blew my mind. I'll get to that later. Let's start at the beginning. Back in 2022, when things were already messy, United brought in this new medical team. But what most people don't know is that a bunch of these physios, or sports science staff to be specific, came straight from Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal. Now, let's be real. Arsenal were a joke for injuries back in the day. They had this insane run where every season felt like a medical emergency. Hamstrings, ACLs, groins, everything was popping. So what did United do? We took their people. We inherited their problems thinking we were upgrading. That's like buying a used car that already broke down 5 times and acting surprised when it won't start on the motorway. One of the names you'll hear is Gary O'Driscoll. He was Arsenal's head of medical. Good guy, experienced, but even Arsenal fans were saying he oversaw some of the worst injury periods in their club's history. Now he's here. And guess what? United had 67 separate injuries last season. 67. More than any other top side in Europe. That's not bad luck. That's bad planning. But it's not just the physios, man. Let's talk about intensity. When Ten Hag came in, the first thing he did was crank up the workload. He wanted these players running, pressing, training harder, staying late. And look, in theory that's great, we needed standards. But bro, these players weren't built for that. They're not athletic enough. Some of these guys haven't had a proper intense preseason in years. You push their bodies too quick, too hard, and they start breaking down. It's like asking a Ford Fiesta to race in F1. It's gonna fall apart. Now we've got Amorim, a manager who demands even more running. This guy wants wingbacks bombing up and down, midfielders pressing like dogs, forwards tracking 24/7. If your body's not built for it, you're finished. And the truth is, a lot of this United squad just can't handle it. They're not explosive, they're not durable, and if we don't start recruiting athletes, I'm talking proper, modern, strong, fast footballers, we're going to be stuck in the physio room every single week. And that brings me to someone I'm a bit worried about. Lenny Yoro. Don't get me wrong, baller. Real presence at the back, could be a future world-class centre-back, but he's already had multiple injury concerns at just 19. Nah bro, at that age you should be bouncing off tackles, not limping out of games. And with our medical team, yeah, that's a red flag. I hope I'm wrong, but I've seen this story before. Same with other young guys too. Look at Mount, barely kicked the ball. Martinez, always out. This isn't just bad luck anymore, it's a pattern. Now here's the part that might sound mad, but bro, just think about it for a sec. There's one thing that people close to the club keep mentioning, and once you hear it, it kinda sticks with you. It's about Carrington, not the coaches, not the physios, not the players, the actual training pitches. A few people behind the scenes have apparently raised concerns for years about the surface at Carrington. The pitches aren't consistent. In some areas they're too firm, in others they don't drain properly, and that plays havoc on a player's body. Like bro, think about it. Imagine training every day on a surface that's slightly off. Not enough to notice straight away, but just enough to mess with your joints, your muscles, your rhythm. Shin splints, tight hamstrings, muscle overload. You feel it in your calves, your groin, your lower back. Players have gone into training completely fine and left with weird, unexplained strains. Soft tissue stuff, no impact, no contact, just sharp pain out of nowhere. And this has been going on for seasons now. Managers have changed, fitness coaches have changed, the physio teams have been swapped in and out, but the injuries, they keep happening. So you've got to ask, what's the one thing that hasn't changed? Carrington. Some insiders reckon ever since the pitches were renovated years ago, it's been downhill. And if that's true, if we've been letting elite level players train on second-rate surfaces, then what are we actually doing? It would explain why we've had so many recurring injuries that make no sense, why so many players break down after a few weeks of high-intensity training, and why it's always the same patterns, season after season. Now, I'm not saying this is definitely the reason, but bro, when you look at all the chaos at United, would it even surprise you? So what now? Honestly, it's simple. United need to build a new squad based on durability. Players who can run, players who don't snap every 3 games. It sounds obvious, but we've ignored it for years. And as for the staff, maybe it's time we stop recycling rejects from other clubs, get modern, fresh-thinking medical experts, use the tech, use the data. Other clubs are doing it. Why are we still stuck in 2010? We've got a manager who wants intensity. That's great, but we need a team that can survive that intensity. So yeah, United's injury crisis, it's not bad luck. It's deeper than that. The squad's not built right. The staff might not be up to it. And the way we train, it's exposing everything. But let me know what you think, man. Is this all just overthinking, or are United actually broken on the inside? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear it all. And if you're still watching, you're a real one.